Good evening and good morning, depending on where you're coming from. This is the ESL coming to you live from the ESL Lounge studio in Cologne, Germany. We have a phenomenal show for you tonight. In fact, we have the NSL Invitational Cup Grand Final right here. We've got the US versus Europe facing off. We're going to tell you lots about that. We've got an absolutely epic audience. Guys, say hello to the people at home. Goosebumps already. We are going to put on an absolutely wonderful show. I've got a good man standing next to me who I'd like to invite to come over. Good sir, would you like to introduce yourself to the people at home?
Well, I'm Dylan Wasabi One, and I'm excited to be here.
Now, Dylan, I heard that you might do a little dance for the guys here in the audience. Is that something? Are we allowed to kick off with it? Just check my ear. Yep, we're fine.
You're really going to make me do this in front of everybody?
I think now is the summer of our winter of discon something.
What do we call this? The Ono Stomp Dance? All right. Hold that.
Oh, do you guys want to clap him in? Do you guys want to get some music? Okay.
You got to cheer for me.
Okay, cheer now. Ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't make you want to watch the rest of the show, nothing will, because that was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much, Dylan, for taking part in that. We are about to head over to do some other fun bits and pieces. We've got some great social bits and pieces, which we're going to get into. I'm going to take a little walk over down this way, past these good people enjoying beers. We sit here in the studio, getting warmed up. We're going to go over to see Shannon in a bit. She's going to tell you about how you can get stuck in, win game keys. We've got loads of game keys for you to get involved with. We've got loads of T-shirts. We've got graphics cards, Logitech goodies. We've got a whole bunch of stuff, but right now I'm standing next to somebody who I've met before. I've had the pleasure of working with before, and that's Charlie from Unknown Worlds.
Hey, how are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm getting more and more pumped as I saw the Onos Stomp.
I feel like that's a new craze.
Onos Stomp or Onos Dance? I don't know.
All I saw was Dylan doing something really appropriate. I think we should kick him out.
He knows how to psych up audience.
I feel like Dylan was doing a phenomenal job of getting the audience warmed up, and there's a lot of energy there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pumping me up. I feel like just stomping. Stomp.
This is actually going to be a craze. I can feel this already. All right, so guys, getting ready for tonight. We've got the good people of NSL that have been sorting us out. We've got Unknown Worlds. We've got Logitech that's supporting us. But I mean, this is a culmination of something pretty exciting. So, predictions?
Predictions? I'm not going to call it either way. All I know is that this is the first time we have ever had Americans and Europeans in the same room, ready to play each other with no ping, no lag, nothing. It is a fight, no holds barred. I can't wait to see these two teams go at each other.
You know what I have to say about that too is before the match, actually before everyone arrived here yesterday, I could sense tension from both teams. I don't know if you caught this. There was not really trash talking, but the teams were kind of wary of each other and kind of making little comments. Since then, we've all been hanging out, having a great old time. They've actually all met in person. They all know each other now. So it's a friendly, I would say,
Are you trying to say they've gone soft?
I'm saying that they don't hate each other anymore.
Ooh, it's a big call.
I think they do not hate each other anymore, but...
Just so you hear, you might not be able to hear it off mic, but there's actually cries saying "I don't hate anybody" coming from the players. So I think that's a pretty good sign of what we've got in store.
I feel good about that. I feel like our mission is accomplished. No matter the results, we brought the teams together. They're all excited for some great matches. They're going to be intense. And there's no anger in here.
Well, not calling it a mission statement, but isn't that part of what you wrote down, saying that's kind of what you were all about?
You don't have to write it down, but yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Yep.
And speaking of awesome play, I'm going to bugger off to the casting desk.
Okay, so I think we're going to go to a graphic right now. I'm not sure which graphic it is. I think it's going to be Archaea. So here's Team Archaea. These guys, I have to say that they might be the favorite at the moment, if we're really honest.
I mean, their history, they have no equals.
Just to be clear, they took the last cup that we had here. What was that now? 5 months ago?
5 months ago, right after we launched.
Right after launch, and they did a phenomenal job. And I have to say that I have a bit of a weak spot for them, just based on the fact that they have so many different, let's say, destinations in their lineup. They've got the Finns, the Swedes, they've got an Austrian in there.
Yep.
I really like that. And I think tonight...
These guys, they have practiced long and hard. They've been the dominant force in NS2 for, actually before we launched, they were not the #1 team. And they are a huge force to be reckoned with. And no one has ever, They've been number one for as long as anyone can remember.
But if anybody...
Until just a few weeks ago when Nexel really got their game together.
So I think we're going to have a look at the Nexel lineup right now. Let's see if we can get that graphic up on screen. I'm looking over your shoulder. And here they are.
Where do I look?
Check out right there on the screen, right there. So we've got an all-American team. You know, that's all good.
Yep.
And
you don't like Americans, I can tell.
I love Americans. I love Americans. Never let it be said. No, I'm just curious because I heard that the team's actually been recently pulled together.
They have been assembled from a few different teams, but I mean, Nexel, the first time I saw Nexel, probably about 4 months ago, they were outstanding. Not Archaea level, but they were outstanding. And since then, they have, I mean, I've talked to a lot of them. They have studied every YouTube video they can find from every team they can find. I shouldn't go into the details. They have studied every other team so well, and they have practiced so hard, upwards of 60 hours a week for the last few weeks. So these guys are disciplined, and they are ready to take this. So
here we can see a graphic showing that Archaea was playing Godar again, and Nexel played a Finnish team, which I'm not even gonna dare to Saaneman, there you go. And that's brought us to the finals now. Now I actually also heard and had it from some insider sources that the guys from Team Nexel, as you said, have really been following and studying what the guys at Archaea have been doing, because Archaea, really, among others, they really raised the bar in what was to be expected of competitive play. Do you think that's going to be to their advantage tonight? Yeah, I mean, they have some tricks up their sleeves still. I mean, I've been talking to them, so I know a little bit about what's going to happen and some tricks they're going to pull. But they've shown as much discipline, or perhaps more discipline, than even Archaea. So to me, this is the first team that I've seen that has a chance, a real chance. And actually, we might even say already that the odds might be tipping in their favor if you just talk, depending who you talk to. I would say they're transitioning from underdog to potentially unstoppable force. Well, Charlie, we might see that on camera tonight. Let me tell you, I'm absolutely a huge fanboy of one thing, and that's close matches. So if tonight goes down to the wire, nobody will be happier than me. But what does also make me happy is when we get to laugh at each other. And it's important to laugh at each other, especially just in any time. And at Dylan, and at Hugh, and at me, and at everybody. And I don't want to take anything away from Shannon, because I don't want to steal her thunder. But I know that we do have a little sneak peek of a picture that somebody snapped. Can we have a look at that up on the screen right now, guys? Please don't let it be me. Please don't let it be me. Oh, and of course. So I should tell a little bit of the backstory here. You can see it up on the screen there. This is, yep. This is the guys from the NSL. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. They basically, after they found out that we were going to be doing this tournament here, doing the second of our tournaments here in the ESL Lounge in Cologne, Germany, they decided to say, we can do a similar setup. So I think they might have said better. Did they say better? I don't want to put words in their mouth. Yeah. That's fine. People put words in mouth. But I have to say that I actually like the look of this setup. I feel like there's a fridge nearby. Scrappy. I feel like there's probably half a box of pizza somewhere. Good resource utilization. Yeah, you know, you can probably even keep communicating with your team while being on the toilet. Not that that's important to me. Multitasking is important in today's modern society. I'm just saying that the setup does look good. I don't know whether it actually beats the setup here, but I feel like they're coming close. You appreciate their attitude. And there's lots of ways for you at home to get involved and show your creative side and show how you can support the natural selection scene. And in order to do that, I think we're going to pass over to the lovely, the wonderful Shannon. Shannon, how are you?
Hey, I'm Shannon Ellison, and I'll be your social media insider. We've got a lot of things planned for you today. First off, we're going to be giving away a brand new graphics card to whoever submits the best tournament-related fan art. It doesn't just have to be fan art. It can also be memes, it can be videos, just anything that shows that you really love the game. Second place is a brand new headset, and every participant gets a game key. So to submit your stuff, you can send it to our Facebook page, which is Natural Selection 2, or Twitter at NS2. We're also going to have a Facebook poll up for see who is going to win, which team is going to win. And we're going to have a Q&A with Hugh later on in the evening. So submit your questions on the Twitch chat, on our Twitter, on Facebook, and I'll make sure that he gets to see them and he can answer them. And just to get things started, I want to know, in a 1v1 fight, who would win? Onos or an exosuit? So send me your answers at Twitter at NS2 and our Facebook page, Natural Selection 2. And that's it for now. So I'll send it over to the casters.
Thanks very much, Shannon. Welcome to the Caster's Desk here. My name is Kyle Aris. You might know me from StarCraft here doing some NS2, and I am with the lovely Hugh. How are you doing, man?
Claris, I'm doing fantastically. I'm so excited to be here for Archaea vs NSL in the NSL Invitational Grand Final. I'm looking at the players running around in first person right now, and it is really getting me going. This match is going to be huge.
Yep, I am looking forward to it. This is the first time. Actually, this is my first bridge into professional casting, something else other than StarCraft. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've been playing this ever since you guys last came here. So really enjoying the game.
And being a previous StarCraft 2 caster, you're probably going to have big insights into Natural Selection 2, given that it has the RTS combined with first-person shooter.
Well, that's the kind of the thing I look at, like overview and just being able to see exactly where they're moving and stuff like that. Double split pushes and stuff really kind of gets me excited. And, you know, there's a lot of cool dynamics that can occur here. There's a lot of different tactics that can come, a lot of different play styles, and that's really where my kind of strengths lie in this.
Absolutely. Sounds good, because I'm going to be so excited during this match that I'll probably spend all my time in first person. I'll rely on you to deliver the strategy.
Sounds good, sounds good. So guys, that is going to do it for us for just a second as we send it over to a little video here for the NS2 Grand Final.
Every time I look at that stuff, I get more and more excited. The game looks absolutely phenomenal, and right now, we've got two guys that are about to show what this game can do in the best possible light, because they are the wise and wonderful from our good team Archaea. Shram, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome too. Maybe not more awesome than you. Are you doing more awesome than me?
I'm doing the awesomest.
The ultimate awesomest. And we have Bitey from NSL. Bitey, say hi.
Hello.
Are you excited, Bitey?
Beyond belief. You wouldn't know how much excitement I'm having right now.
Is there a number we can put on the excitement?
9,001?
9001 excitement. You heard it here first. Now, guys, we have to do some formal stuff here before we get the first game underway, and that is, first of all, the high five. We practiced it before. 1, 2, 3, high five. Yeah.
Look good on camera.
We nailed it.
The audience loves it. I'm sure you love it as much. Now we have to go to the very serious part, which is the double-handed handshake into the camera, anger faces. Let's go. Guys, intensity here is very high, very, very high. And these guys are not taking jokes. So what's your prediction for the first match?
Nexel, all the way, with my team. Morale support.
And the guys, okay, you believing that you're going to take it?
Yes, of course.
Wise words from each side. Nobody's backing down. It's completely exciting. I guess we're getting ready to go live. I'm going to let these guys step away, go back, get ready, gentlemen. Have a very good match, and we'll see you shortly. Thank you very much. And now we're going to head over to my very good friends, which are the wonderful Jamie Lannister. I'd mess you around not. Kalaris has done something for me because the Game of Thrones is starting up, and I'm a huge fanboy of that. He said, I'm going to look like Jamie Lannister all night. Boom, he's done it. And he's paired up with my favorite equestrian partner, and that is Hugh. I love horses from Unknown Worlds. Take it away, boys.
We somehow have to get Sean back for this. This is...
He's lucky that we've been told to sit here, because otherwise there'd be fighting words.
Well, to be fair, in the StarCraft community, I've been known as Boromir, Faramir, and Jaime Lannister for a damn long time. I actually shaved a little bit, but it's coming back a little bit. So, for that, I can understand. I can understand his sentiments.
I'm sitting in the ready room of the game right now, looking at the spectator door. I can see Nexel Garfu sitting right in front of me. So the players are prepping and getting ready to go, getting ready to fight each other and see who's the best. Europe or America? And I mean, in all the centuries, we haven't been able to solve this question. We've tried war and economic growth, but do you think that this could be the moment, Kalaris, where we finally find out?
Could be. Archaea. I think, you know, from what I've been learning here, Archaea seemed like the dominant team through a lot of NS2 here. But Nexel, I've been sitting in a lot of their practice games, and they're looking really, really strong themselves. And it's interesting for someone like me coming into NS2 and seeing the flow of the games and how different both play styles can actually be here in NS2.
And the word on the street about the 2 weeks leading up to this is that Archaea perhaps hasn't been practicing quite as much as Nexel, that Nexel had been really gunning hard, knowing that Archaea was the top dog and team to beat. So the underdog might have something here, and we're only moments away from finding out.
Could do. And actually, now that you talk about the practice here, Nexel have actually been practicing an awful lot with Godar, which is the team that Archaea actually knocked out in the semi-finals. And Godar have been gunning to take, have been gunning to actually be able to beat Archaea here. So we'll see if Nexel have been able to take that practice and really utilize it.
Yeah, absolutely. Godar is a very, very good team. We've been seeing a lot out of them recently. They were playing in a tournament just last weekend, and they played exceptionally well. So with Nexel practicing against one of the best teams in Natural Selection 2, I just can't wait to see what they bring in the fight against Archaea, because last time we had Exodus versus Archaea in this very studio, and Exodus put up a great fight, but Archaea was pretty much unstoppable. It went 5-2. Exodus pulled out some great wins, but Archaea was pretty dominant. Whether or not it'll still happen again is unknown. And again, a European team has never played an American team with no ping like this before.
Well, guys, we are just going to throw it over to Sean to see what he has to say.
Thank you, Jamie Lannister, for throwing it over to me. We have a little bit of feedback here, but that's all well and good. So I'm sitting down here with a wonderful bunch of people that have got a lot of energy and pretty excited to see what's going to happen and coming up. And as we build up to the game, we thought we'd get the opinion of somebody who's a big name in the community, and that is our good friend Blind. Hey. So Blind, that's quite an introduction. I mean, you must be feeling pretty good right now.
I'm pretty much overwhelmed. Yeah, I love these guys.
Love these guys. That's a good response. So Blind, what is your prediction for the first game?
I say Archaea. I'm sorry. I know I love Nexel. I love it, but I go with Arc.
Okay, well, this is fine because I'm going to go for Nexel, he's going to go for Archaea, and we're going to see what's going to happen. But in order to do that, we're going to throw back to two guys. You've heard it from us. Let's hear it from them. Jamie Lannister and Hugh Equestrian.
Never gonna stop. We're not gonna hear the end of it. We are not.
Yeah, what I'm worried about is whether or not Sean has got his hands on the picture in question yet. There is a picture apparently floating around involving horses and me. I'll admit it right now. I don't know if he's got his hands on it and whether or not he'll be able to get his hands on it by the end of the show, but I'm just telling you right now, I am praying he doesn't.
Is it the one that was here last time, or is that a different one?
That's a different one.
That's a different one. So there's many, is what you're saying.
Things have worsened for me. The situation has worsened in terms of the pictures involving horses and unicorns, and it has become severe.
Yeah.
It's starting to encroach on my personal life and my casting. It's getting intense.
It's kind of like that infestation. And actually, I'm going to have to try desperately not to call it creep. I'm going to try my best and try not call them creep tumors.
Oh, hey, it's cool,
I'm so sorry.
And what else? I mean, let's be honest about it. What else in Natural Selection 2 do you see that has analogies in StarCraft 2?
I guess we have command centers. I like to think of Fades as mutalisks because of their mobility and because they do stretch the Marines quite thinly and then might force certain actions from Marines, for example. That's one thing that I do like to see. Seen it a lot in practice as well with the NSL guys and the Archaea guys. Been sitting in a lot of their practices every night, in fact.
Interesting. Interesting that I can tell already that Kalaris is a very, very clever caster, because most people will say, oh, the Lurk's like the Mutalisk because it flies, right? But Kalaris has actually analysed the play and realised that it's perhaps the Fade that is more like it, and there are parallels with StarCraft 2 in Natural Selection 2, and StarCraft was undoubtedly an inspiration, along with Aliens as a huge inspiration, and a heap of other games. We might, and movies, we might have to ask Charlie later on the show what some of those inspirations were for him. 12 years ago, 13 years ago now. It's been a long time.
It certainly has. I, unfortunately, never really got to play the original Natural Selection. I think I played it like once, and then...
You might have been this tall. I know I was.
Yeah, I was only a wee nipper.
We're ashamed to admit.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but... So there are some parallels, but we'll do our best to, for everyone new that's watching Natural Selection 2 that hasn't ever seen it before, we're going to do our very best to explain all of it to you.
And as you can see here, the two teams looking poised and confident here going into this grand final here for Natural Selection 2. And I've got to say, I'm very, very excited because, again, for me, this is the first time I've cast something outside of StarCraft at a professional capacity, although I am still kind of a newbie to a certain degree.
Hey, mate, it's all good because not everyone in the audience is going to know exactly what's going on. We've got Good Luck, Have Fun coming out. Good luck, have fun. And we're about to start. We are off with NSL versus Archaea in the NSL Invitational Grand Final. Kalaris, what do you see in the split here?
Well, indeed, we do have Aliens already splitting down with 2 to the left. Meanwhile, actually a little bit more of an aggressive split here from NSL with 3 going up on into the middle here.
We're right here in Hub, and we might see first contact with Garfu. He's got no idea there are skulks to his left. No, they have backed off into Repair Room, and they will not engage this squad of 3 Marines. They're now getting dangerously close to the Alien Hive up in Warehouse.
Yeah, very, very aggressive push here through North Tunnels. Looks like we do have Mr. Garfu there with Bitey. And for now, well, the Aliens are going to come into the back here, try and find a little bit of a place to actually close them in. This is what Ark do very, very well, closing into that location, trying to take them on both flanks. Will take one down. Second one goes down very quickly. All of them cleaned up very nicely there.
Devastating. Now, the captain of the NSL team, Bitey, was the only one to get a kill during that engagement on the Marine side. The Marine push has been destroyed up the top of the map, but they did get to the top of the map. We now have R-Line versus Trefnix in close quarters in Repair Room. Let's go to first person, see what we can see there.
Yeah, looks like he will be able to... Ooh, almost trying to clip him there. Very, very nice dancing here from Archaea as NSL trying to take him down. Pistol comes out. He's still going down, though, there. Very nice kill there from Archaea.
Fantastic that he got one kill, and Fano is left-wooted, and actually Gliss takes him down from the opposite side of the room. He's thinking, oh, I got this, I got one of those Marines down. But he is taken down. Skogan versus Bitey in the middle of the map in Hub.
Very little nice snipe out there. Skogan for now looking for Train to actually help him out there, and will try and take him down. Good pick off there. Evolving Shift Hive started as well. In fact, going for the Crag Hive there. Maybe a little bit of a misclick.
Yep, Kalaris picked up on that very quickly. We did have a Shift Hive unusual. Shift Hives give mobility upgrades and Crag Hives give defensive upgrades. And as NSL takes on Ark here in Repair Room, it is unusual for a team to go movement upgrades first. They will usually pick defensive upgrades. Great extractor bite down happening. Tane working on logistics, and Bitey has just solved the problem of Ray in observation.
Yeah, that's a really good point you bring up there about Archaea going for, the defensive capabilities first. That carapace so strong here. It even gives Skulks like a 43% extra capacity to actually defend against normal machine guns, etc. And ooh, a little bit of a pick off there, a little bit of an assault, but it is clogged up there by the
by the Gorge using clogs. Let's take a close look at that. The Gorge has placed clogs and hydras around this harvester. The harvester collecting resources for the alien team, and with those clogs and hydras, it will be more easy to defend for the Archaea team. Stop Nexel pressure teams getting up there and cutting off resource flow. Gliss being kept alive by great med packing from the Marine Commander. He is going to survive in there. The Marines now have mines available, and the aliens have carapace on the way.
Nice. And with those mines, it's always nice to see those being placed strategically to defend buildings there. Few snipes out here from Nexel trying to get at that extractor where they can. The Hydra's going down. Fanner and Scrim trying to find a little position here to push on in, trying to deny this, but looks like Nexel's going to clean that right up and continue the assault.
What an absolute slaughter there by Nexel, though. So they may have gone down in the first engagement. They did very well then. Archaea's coming in to finish what they started. Trepnix against Garfield. Trepnix on very little health. He goes down to the pistol.
Nexel on 7 RTs right now. Archaea on 3. They do not want to lose this at this point. 7-2 would be a nice little lead there for Nexel to kick things off. As Fanner tries to come on in, clean this up along with Ray, they will be able to get the cleanup and save that extractor.
Fun fact about Garfu, he has a 10-year-old mouse that he brought all the way from America for this match, and you can see just how good that mouse must be from his outstanding play just against overwhelming odds with those two Skogs. Gliss sniping Skuggen just as he goes to enter the vent, and we have an attack up here on the server room extractor. Overwhelming force there.
And nice little pick off of the extractor. Moving down here now, trying to find a little move into mezzanine with that extractor, but Blink will be able to shut that down. And for now, Bitey here just pushing on forwards as well.
He's backing out a little bit. He seems to know there's two Skulks in there. He is backing out into the hive room. I should say proceeding forward. Sorry, not into the hive room, into server room. Where we find a very wounded harvester. They might be able to take this down.
Yeah, that looks like it may end up falling, although it looks like Archaea here pushing on in and trying to find them, pinning them up against the wall. Will they be able to take one of them down? He does not be able to. There goes Fanner, taking one of the kills. Will he be able to get any more, though? Trying to hunt him down in the middle of the room, but no, Bitey seals the deal.
Bitey with an outstanding pistol kill on Fanner. Note the fact that Fanner used the walls to his advantage, tried to bounce off them, build speed, and then go at Bitey rather than bouncing on the floor. Skulks can use that wall jump ability to gain a little bit of speed and improve the odds for them when going up against a Marine in an open space like that.
Yeah, Train looking for the hunt down now. As, well, I mean, that extractor's already gone down, so you really can't do too much here other than delay. So does that scan.
Oh, what a fantastic kill out of the rafters on top of Bitey. You never knew what hit him before that Skulk wrapped its jaws around his face.
And plus one weapon started here for Marines as well, really looking to clean that up, trying to get that extractor up as well here. 4-2 though here. Archaea looking to pull it back a little bit, actually getting that 5th one up now for Nexel, whilst Tane still biting away at Mezzanine here, so not doing too badly for himself.
A little bit of action down in observation where Trefnix is trying to press the extractor. A lot of extractor bait, but Gorge tunnels have just started researching. We are going to see Gorge tunnels out of the alien side, which allow fast travel between 2 points of the map when placed by a Gorge. We've also got a lot of combat happening in the top left. Let's go to that right now.
And it looks like Garfu will go down to Skungen, and the second kill as well. Skungen taking 2 very nice pickups there. And as you said, those Gorge tunnels coming up, that's really going to stretch Nexel very thinly, unless they have something like phase gates, for example, to actually keep an eye on their opponents, and unless the commander is really keeping a good eye on the map.
The Marines do have an observatory available in their base. It's over here in the top right. That observatory will allow them to research phase gates, but what we have on the map right now is Fanner as a lurk. Fanner is a devastating lurk, and at some point we'll probably be able to bring you the camera feed of his mouse movement while playing as a lurk. It's quite crazy, and interestingly, Archaea has gone, I'm sorry, yes, they have gone 2 lurks, yeah. So Ray and Fanner double lurk play.
Yeah, Fanner and Ray's double lurk play in practice has been absolutely phenomenal, and they're showing it right now, picking off Rolene there very, very nicely in the middle of the map, whilst we have a few Skulks just heading on down here, trying to nibble at some extractors once again. Really nice play. Again, it's going to stretch Nexel thin here from this point on.
Multiple extractors being bitten down, as Kalaris says. Trefnix in elevator transfer logistics has just gone down. Marines are in repair room. They're going to be able to hold that for a while, and Bitey's trying to save elevator transfer from Trefnix. This bite down game is very important. The more extractors the aliens can bite down, the lower the Marine resource flow, and vice versa for the Marines killing harvesters.
A nice little dance there from Trefnix. And when you're at 4 extractors to 4 extractors here, the aliens are going to have a fantastic little time now heading on through the Gorge tunnels here, linking things up very nicely. Just being able to defend their base back home is going to be great here, but the Marines looking to head on through Mezzanine here, trying to clean stuff up.
Now, this squad led by Garfu has the inkling that something's up in server room, or there might be an imminent hive drop. There is a gorge tunnel in here, which will allow the aliens to get here very quickly from base. I don't think the Marines have found it. The gorge is under attack. I will go to top-down view here so we can see what's actually going on with this huge Marine squad against a big pack of aliens.
Yeah, those Marines here with those shotguns trying to clean up what they can do, and RK have to be very careful, but they're doing very well with the cleanup. Garfu going down very, very low. Nice metapack, but does go down in the end. So does Bitey. A great cleanup there from Arkea.
Now, this gorge tunnel was crucial in that engagement. That tunnel entrance goes through to Warehouse over here on the other side of the map, where Ray is dancing around as a lurk, healing up a little bit of combat with Gliss and a Fana lurk in the middle of the map, but the map has gone slightly quiet, although we're about to have an attack on the repair extractor, and this will go down like a... Polaris, back me up here, bro.
A tree in the woods and no one's there to hear. Apart from them skulks, they take it down. And, I mean, Arkea have still retained their lurks. Ray's going very, very low. He dies off there.
Oh, I missed it. I apologize to the stream, but we did just have a lurk go down.
Yeah, but Fana's still retained it here. And, again, his spiral control on those lurks, very nice. Able to swoop on in. Skogan trying to clean up. Doesn't clean up, though, there. Will go down to the pistol from Gliss.
At least he managed to detonate that mine before he died, so clear that from the map for future players. So right now, the map is looking to be divided roughly 1/3 to the aliens, with repair room contested and the middle of the map contested. But 4 extractors to 5 harvesters.
They do have phase gate tech up here, so maybe they'll be looking to push onto some extractors with that, and then from that point on, it's going to be up to Arkea to really try and clean that up as quickly as they can do. Because if Nexel are able to set up a forward phase gate, that is going to make it very, very hard for them to deal with. Just powering on here against this extractor, trying to kill off those Hydras, but it looks like Skogan and Bitey Ray even coming in for the cleanup.
And they are going to go, they both go down fairly quickly there, the Fade being the crucial element of the map. We do have, in that matchup, we do have a phase gate in Hub, which is leading down to shipping. So the Marines have created a fast link between shipping and Hub, and the aliens have created a fast link between Warehouse and server room. I'd say the alien link is slightly more defensive, the Marines pushing into the center of the map with their phase gate.
And nice little pressure once again on the extractor, but cleaned up by our duo lurks. Ray even re-picking up that lurk there, just so they can couple up and make it very, very deadly. But another extractor is actually going to go down here. Nice cleanup there, a nice pickup by Nexel, as Fana here just has to retreat on out there. That's a lot of firepower from Gliss and Garfu.
Using his spikes, and look how fast this guy moves. He's bouncing all over the room to shield, to make it harder for the Marines to hit him, and those Marines are pressuring towards server room. And you know what? I think they smell Colaris. I think they smell the scent of an alien hive being grown, and it smells disgusting to a Marine force, and they're going to destroy this thing to deny the aliens access to the higher level technology that second hive will bring.
Too true, but meanwhile Garfu overextends a little bit here. Arkea realize that is their point of weakness, that morphing in hive, so they're going to protect that area quite heavily whilst that goes along, and they know that phase gate is up in the middle of the map. They have to be able to deal with that as well. They know the reinforcements from Nexel can come very, very quickly, so Arkea has to be very careful about the defense.
Ray alone up against 2 Marines. Those Marines have weapons level 1, so he is taking a little bit of damage. Needs to be careful not to drop there. So the aliens do have 2 fades on the field right now. I can't tell who's got the upper hand in this match at the moment, but Marines do have weapons level 2 on the way. Fade Blink is being researched. We don't have anyone on the alien team with enough personal resources to be able to evolve into a Fade, but the commander, the alien commander, could drop a Fade egg on the field, allowing a team member to turn into that terrifying creature.
And, well, Skungan's already picked up Fade here, so he's going to be flying around in just a little bit while Garfu and Bitey head up to the middle of the map. And there you go, there's that Fade in action here. It's very, very difficult to deal with them. Have to be careful against the shotguns, though. They can absolutely rip through the armor very, very quickly.
Yeah, I saw there Skagan would have had the jump on that Marine, but his buddy came from behind, and we have a phase gate going up in all processing. Colaris, what does this mean for this alien harvester?
Very, very aggressive phase gate here, and that going up without Arkea's knowledge is going to mean that this harvester is almost guaranteed to die. It depends here, though. Arkea needs to come in from 2 fronts, needs to pin these down very, very heavily, but Nexel very, very well known here for these aggressive phase gates, and with this, I mean, I don't see how they can save this at that point.
Now the phase gate in Hub is being desperately defended by Garfu. He has gone down, and it looks like that will go down, but the Marines are pushing through to try and save it. Interesting play. I don't think they're going to be able to save it if they can. Oh my goodness, Nexel just pulled off the almost impossible. This phase gate is on fire. It's very badly damaged. Can they get back through the all-processing phase gate in time to finish what they started against this alien harvester? They might be able to. Very impressive play from Nexel.
I loved that little play by Arkea, trying to snipe that out while they knew all the focus was away from it, trying to bring them down when they were coming through the phase gates, but it was not enough there. Nexel with some great play, defending that so well. And now trying to push onto this other phase gate once again. Kills off one, goes down. Gliss here trying to defend along with Rain, trying to deal with this pressure here from the Lurks, but the Lurks just aren't doing enough damage to really bring it down.
Gliss there hiding in the corner with his pistol, desperately trying to stay alive and kill as many aliens as possible. He has 6 rounds left in his shotgun, so he's going to phase through and get more ammunition. Let's head back to his friends. The Harvester is dangerously low now, and the phase gate in hub is safe. This could be the moment where this attack pays off. It does. The Harvester goes down. We are now at 3 Harvesters, with 1 growing to 3 Extractors and 1 under construction. It looks like that 1 under construction has just been stopped in observation by Tane and Skugan.
Yeah, I mean, Archaea, despite losing the Extractor up there, having an aggressive phase gate up like that, they just fully utilized the map entirely with the mobility of things like those fades, just to take out the other Extractors as well, keeping it very even, if not in Archaea's favor right now. But still, Nexel are in a great position to continue assaulting and keep leapfrogging forwards.
The aliens have Bile Bomb on the way. That Bile Bomb is going to be an ability the Gorge can use to destroy structures incredibly quickly. Interesting use of sentry guns here in ore processing. These sentry guns will protect this phase gate. They won't be able to destroy aliens on their own, but with Marines present, they will assist their defense. Extractor going down and repairing.
Trefnix here, just doing that dance around that Extractor. Bitey trying to clean him up with that shotgun. Trefnix has to be very careful, continually dancing. Medipacks go down, but the Fade comes on in, swipes him down, as does the Extractor go down. Another really nice pickup here from Archaea. 4-4 RTs right now.
So right now, the Marines have this great triangle going on between hub, shipping, and ore processing. The problem is they haven't got the territory behind that that triangle secure. The aliens are in there, and the Marines want them to be locked up in warehouse, mezzanine, elevator transfer, and server room, but it's just not happening. Archaea's all over the map. Although Nexel is killing a lot of Harvesters.
And this is, again, it's the scary thing about the Fades being out. How do you deal with this kind of mobility? Sure, you've got phase gates, but if they're right in the opposite corners to where your phase gates are, it's very hard to deal with. Another dive on in. They want to clean up this phase gate as quickly as they can do, but still the Marines powering on out here, trying to take them down. Gorge goes down. Nice little pick off there, but still Ark is cleaning everything up elsewhere.
The sentry battery was destroyed by the Gorge using Bile Bomb. A new one is being constructed to reactivate that sentry gun, and a second sentry gun has been placed. Archaea switching their attack to hub while they know Marines are working on repairs in ore processing. They are just not stopping this pressure. If Nexel loses one of these phase gates, it might not be looking too good for them, because they have 4 Extractors, but I just feel like the aliens have great mobility on the map right now. Arcs are pushing up Colaris. I want to tell the audience what these bad boys are going to do.
It's what you're going to have to do here against that kind of Fade play, and those Arcs are going to rip through those walls into that hive. There goes the scan, setting up that attack. And I mean, Archaea, they have to push in right now. They know they're in trouble. They're going to push on into that build, into there, trying to clean up what they can. There goes the boom, trying to bring it down. And again, Archaea scrambling here to deal with this.
The arc pulses are going straight through the wall into warehouse, so far only destroying ancillary structures, but Carapace has gone down. That extra armor is now gone. This hive will be next. Elevator transfer has been claimed as a third hive. We do have pressure on Extractors around the map, but the ball game is in warehouse right now. The harvest is going down now. It's only 2 arcs. It could be more soon. Nexel with these arcs are putting the heat on Archaea.
And you've got to do this against when you have those fades on the map along with that lurk support. Pushing in with these arcs is a fantastic way of saying to Archaea, well, you're going to have to deal with this, otherwise soon your entire base is going to be ravaged. And Nexel with those 5 RTs up, with Archaea only having 2, with a third one on the way. I mean, Nexel's doing really well and showing that practice has paid off at the moment.
Scream has forced the Arcs to retreat by using Bile Bomb. Garfu unable to close the distance and kill that Gorge, so the Arcs are now repositioning. There are now 3 of them. The Robotics Factory hiding here. No doubt the audience heckling us casters for not noticing it in the heat of the moment, but it is up. And the Arcs it looks like they're thinking about where they want to deploy. They're being hidden at the moment. They don't quite know where they want to go. Kill something!
They certainly want to, as Archaea still trying to take down all of these RTs behind all of this, whilst Blink trying to take down another Extractor here at the front, and it looks like he will be able to get that in mezzanine. But for now, these arcs are setting up once again in the range of these Gorge tunnels, as well as these crags and the hive. Scan goes down, and Archaea needs to do something about this quick.
The Gorge Tunnel received a 100 armor buff in the most recent patch, but that's not going to be enough here when these arcs deploy and start firing at it. Nexel doing a great job taking down Skuggen, and now we have 3 Fades and 1 Lurk on the field with a Gorge. Nexel with 3 Marines in position. Now note that Archaea is holding, waiting for their moment. They will pounce, and it will be big when they do. Watch for it. Here it comes.
Yeah, trying to dive in now here as the Marines scramble to defend those arcs. Will take out a few of them, and all of the Marines get completely ravaged there by them, and now those arcs are completely vulnerable. A great cleanup there by Archaea, and they're going to take that out, saving that hive for now.
Garfu desperately trying to come in and buy time for his teammates to come in and try to save the last arc as it continues to fire. Blink with rifle fire down the long corridor. Can they save this final arc and get some final shots off of the hive? They cannot. The hive is left at 36%. Nexel is left licking wounds, but the pressure is on the alien territory right now. The Marines are sticking it to these aliens. I like it. Now, the question is, can they recover from that loss? The aliens have carapace back now, so this is a crucial moment for the Marines. Do they maintain pressure, or do they fall back because of their wounds?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Still trying to push on here, but against the Fade, it's very, very difficult to actually pin them down with that high mobility, along with that lurk support as well. Just firing a little bit from range, bringing in another arc to try and siege up this location, but Archaea is just doing such a good job of delaying this push constantly.
They are, and there is bar bomb pressure on all processing right now. This whole thing could go down extremely quickly if Scream is successful. The commander is out of the hive right now, dealing with that. Not much going on in the tunnels there, so let's follow this attack. If they lose all processing, there'll be a big blow. The Marine mobility will be significantly reduced, but at what cost? Because right now the arcs are setting up next to the hive again. Archaea takes down a phase gate, but meanwhile, these arcs are setting up on this hive, which is at 36%. Archaea has to turn around right now. Right now, there is an observatory going up here. They will be able to beacon into this location. It is Bitey and Gliss holding the line. The arcs have begun firing. Kalaris, I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, Bitey here trying to defend against these aliens here as they try and push on in. Again, Phase just dancing around. Again, they killed off that phase gate over to the left-hand side, and that's great for them, but still, the arc here powering on through, trying to fire away at this warehouse location, and it's on 18%. They need to deal with this very quickly, but the Marines have such great capacity there to defend the arcs.
The Marines are shooting extremely well. They will go down. No, they will not go down. The hive is at 9%, 4%. We need 1 or what? So we got hive down. Hive down. The Crag hive is down. The first hive on the Natural Section 2 Invitational Cup is down. Archaea cleans up those arcs too late. It is down, and the third hive is under attack in elevator transfer.
Oh yeah, there's Cannoneer as well here. Bitey, Elite, and Blink looking to try and put on the pressure here. Lurk's trying to come along here with Ray, along with Trefnix and Fana, trying to push on, trying to defend this extra hive as best they can do. But the dance continues here as the Fades just dance around everywhere. More Marines coming in to try and support this, and this is getting down to the wire.
If Nexel could do serious damage to this hive, along with the hive they just killed, it could be big, but 26% damage, not too bad, but Archaea is on the back foot here. Oh, but a huge push onto this phase gate right now. Nexel must hold this phase gate, or they're going to be all the way at the back of the map with no mobility into the center of the map. There's alien blood everywhere. Kalaris, can they hold? They have sentry guns.
Yeah, they've got to be very, very careful about losing that phase gate. If it does go down, as you said, any kind of mobility loss here against the army that Archaea has right now is so crucial. And the Marines, they know it. They have to defend this location. They have to be together. They have to deal with these with Archaea, but they're not doing so. The Fades are constantly dancing around and picking them off one by one.
These Fades are absolutely crucial. If we do see a Fade go down here, if Trefnix, Fana, or Tane go down here, we could see the dance that Kalaris speaks of shift in the Marine favor. These Fades must be very careful. Tane versus R-Line. Bitey on Tane. They back out. Blink and Bitey caught alone by a huge alien push. Archaea gathering together to shut down this phase gate. They know this is where the pressure's coming from for their elevator transfer hive.
God, it's a numbers game, and they pick them all off. If they can just keep whittling down these numbers, if they can kill off those guns, then it means that that phase gate is completely vulnerable, and indeed it is now. Anybody coming through, this is instantly ripped apart by those Fades, taking them down, and this is going to go. This is going to go.
It might. It has turned into a little bit of a meat gate for these Marines. As they come through, they get ground, but they are holding it barely. 32%. This is the crucial battle. There's a little bit of extractor fighting going on the rest of the map, but I'm going to hold you here on this battle because this is crucial right now. Nexel holds again, and R-Line is repairing. Check it out, using his repair tool to weld that up. His commander has given him the order. And these Fades waiting to pounce again. Here they go, coming in as a group.
That's a lot of damage here from Archaea trying to pin these guys down. And I mean, they are taking them down slowly but surely, but still, medic support here trying to keep Gliss alive will do for now. He has to zone out from this position. Try and throw down Namri as well to just seal off this location, stop all this aggression coming from Archaea. And Nexil's doing a pretty good job.
We're at 21 minutes and 30 seconds into this game now. This is an absolutely massive game of Natural Selection 2. Nexil and Archaea are going at each other full force, and they just cannot crack each other. Nexil has struck a blow. They've taken down the warehouse hive, but now they seem to be at an impasse. The aliens desperately defending, and the Marines desperately attacking from hub into elevator transfer.
Warehouse been claimed finally and fully here for the aliens and Archaea. I mean, that needs to get up here pretty quickly for them so they can grab those 3 hives. And from that point on, Nexil, I mean, it's 5 RTs to 4 here for Nexil. So Nexil's trying to, they have to stay here. They have to defend this position. They can't be doing anything else. They can't really fan out too much. And Archaea just has that mobility on their side right now.
They do. The Fade's so crucial. They have 4 on the field. If the Marines could drop maybe 2 of them, they could succeed in the push. The Arcs have been deployed against elevator transfer in hub. This is now crucial with Fanna positioning himself behind, Tane positioning himself behind. They could be going for a pincer movement here to take down this phase. Here they go. They're going in again.
They have to here. They have to clean this up, pushing on in from every single angle here. But some nice Marine fire will be able to push them back from every single side. Gorge trying to provide the support here to the Fades, pushing on through. And all the Marines are going to go down. And this is a great cleanup because now those Arcs are potentially vulnerable and they need to save the hive.
28%. These Arcs should go down, but the Marines are coming back for the phase gate and they have a clear line of sight onto the Arcs once they come through. I think this hive is going to go down. It is 19%. Kalaris, will we see the second hive go down? I will let you call it. It's at 9%.
Oh, and it looks like it's going to go down. Another hive does fall to Nexil. And with that, some great aggression, just putting on the pressure where they were defending, really solidifying themselves in the middle of the map here against Archaea. And Archaea still scrambling everywhere else, still trying to deal with stuff, but they've just got so much presence on the map constantly.
Trefnix is looking at this hive getting arced from North Tunnels going, no, not again, we have to deal with this. The arc play from Nexil is currently outstanding, but the skill of Archaea is showing in that they are holding against these arcs. The shots are going down on the hive. It's at 42% right now. But we could see another hive drop very quickly here, Kalaris. And if we do, the aliens will be down to a single hive. Sorry, they are in a single hive because neither of the other 2 are grown. Advanced Armory has been started. Kalaris, we could see some grenade launches out of that.
Yeah, we could. I mean, just to point out, this first game has already been absolutely fantastic. Warehouse gets destroyed, and with that, I mean, Nexil is doing such a good job here of really keeping Archaea on their toes, but still 6 RTs to 3.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we've got an Ono-Sits coming on the field. He's crawling. He doesn't want anyone to know he's coming, but oh boy, are they going to know in a moment as this giant creature charges down onto the phase gate and changes the ball game. Ray, the Onos against an armory wall, taking a bit of damage though.
A great little defense here from Nexil, trying to keep them back as best they can do, but that armory wall may end up going down very quickly here. Ray's going to fall back just a little bit on half health, trying to push down this wall as best they can do, whilst Fades assault them from behind. The assault has subsided for now.
R-Line, that whole engagement, was sitting here with his welder. Now imagine sitting behind that building with your welder while a 20-ton beast is banging on the door. He kept his cool, and R-Line is a cool unit.
Yeah, very nice little defense there from Nexil, trying to keep this going. But again, Archaea, the resource income is phenomenal here with those 6 RTs. Oh my goodness,
you are right. And all the pressure that Archaea has been placing on, all the pressure Nexil has been placing on elevator transfer and warehouse has allowed the aliens to grab a ridiculous number of harvesters. They could just fade an Onos egg drop till the cows come home. They've got 128 resources.
It's like Nexil has looked great in the middle of the map. That's fantastic for them. But Archaea, meanwhile, has been going around all the edges, just taking everything and slowly surrounding the Marines to the point where, I mean, again, 5 RTs to 3 here. Nexil trying to keep
an attack on base. The Onos is in the base. Nexil could have defeat put into their victory jaws right now because there's an Onos in their base.
Beacon goes down. He has to relieve the chair here to try and clean this up. But Archaea is just sitting on their base here, trying to kill off what they can. That is so much pressure coming here from Archaea.
I think Arkea is about to take game one, and I think Arkea is about to take game one with a huge assault. Again, that resource play was amazing. They kept Nexel distracted. They kept Nexel playing with their arcs, and they said, you can play with those toys, because right now, we are going to get 6 harvesters and take down your base.
Arkea take the first game here in this best of 9, and they showed that despite the hold from the Marines in the middle of the map, they were not afraid to say, you can have that position. We don't care. You can have that position where you're sieging up that hive. From that point on, we're just going to take everything else.
And it comes down to the real-time strategy in Natural Selection 2. This game is not just a first-person shooter, it's a real-time strategy game as well, which means you can fight all you want, but you need to keep an eye on the resource game. And unfortunately, Nexel let that resource game get away from them a little bit.
I've kind of got some jitters here. That was a fantastic game for game number 1. I must admit, I've been watching a lot of NS2 this week, but that's the best game I've seen.
That was an epic opening game, and Kalaris is a professional caster, so he'll tell you, never go beyond your voice's tolerance levels during a cast. You should keep yourself down, because otherwise you'll get the soreness in your throat, you'll yell too loud, and suddenly your voice will start to feel really hoarse. Now that is what I did when that first hive went down. That is how excited I got. So we'll see if I last the distance now that I've crossed that threshold. Oh boy.
Best of 9, there's a lot to go here, but Nexel showed that they are able to put the fight back to Arkea throughout that first game, so I'm not really expecting a 5-0, to be honest with you. I'm expecting Nexel here to apply the pressure, even so.
I certainly agree with you, and Shannon is going to take it away from here.